Hello.
Go!
Welcome back to part 2 of the Geek Initiative, episode 13. So, before we went to break, we were just taking a long rest. Woo-hoo. So, how is everyone going to be spending their morning? You've rested, you are fully restored.
Spending a good couple of hours of methodical sharpening of swords.
I can't get the Bunsen burners lit again, so I'm just sitting in the bar.
What was that rogue's name?
CL.
CL. C-I-E-L?
Yeah.
I'm going to go looking for her.
Maybe I've gone for a little morning jog.
Okay. So, gone for a jog. Sky in French. Yes, CL. You're looking for roll a perception check.
I'm
This is where I
going
find that
to
she's hiding.
making an offering in the
She
bar.
might be. 9. I think she's hiding from me. Links.
So as you go downstairs into the bar looking for her, you see a figure that looks similar to her, but not her exactly. It seems like the same clothes, different face. She's currently talking to like a patron of the bar, and she kind of turns to you and goes, like, whilst the other person isn't looking.
I'll go and move over to my own spot at the bar, ready to order the full dental one.
The full dental one.
I have a table on my own, and I see him, and I'm like, "Ooh, Magnus! Magnus! Here, I have space."
And I'll wander over.
So the after about 10 minutes, CL walks over to the table that you two are at, pulls up a chair, sits down, and puts a coin pouch on the table. Don't fuck it up again. At which point that dice is lost to time.
Where the fuck did it go?
We'll find it after.
It's over there.
What dice is it?
It's a D20. Hold on. Fuck it. Doesn't matter anyway.
So,
I was going to see if I could slide it.
are you going to try and get that off the floor?
Yes, I am. I know exactly.
What's your game then? What are you up to?
The crawling. Oh yes.
We're just going to pretend that he's not actually going down on camera.
I'm a professional.
No, we are professionally unprofessional. It's been said since the beginning.
Well, that's the true D&D experience right there.
Sonic, drop to dice. Dive onto the floor.
We just need a parent to walk in and go, D4!
After a while,
So I'm going to just quickly resolve this. Her face like morphs back to the one you know, and she kind of looks at you and goes, "Look, do not think you recognise me if I look different."
You look
But
different.
what's your game anyway? I'm intrigued now.
I'm accruing enough funds for someone I care about.
Oh, that's cryptic.
But I don't need any of your funds.
Oh, darling. Of course you don't.
Who's that then?
Check my coin pouch is still there.
You're still there. Who's that?
Yes.
Buy me a drink before we discuss the finalities, eh?
So when you say that you're...
Or just give me the coin for that.
You say that you're accruing these funds. Did Shadow really leave a debt with you? Or did you just con me last night?
It depends how you're going to have hard feelings about it.
I'll laugh it off. It was quite funny actually if you did.
Then, by all means, yes, there was no debt.
You cheeky bugger. I like it.
Let it not be said that I am an inelegant Tom.
Well, it can't be said if you can't say it.
That was an Isaac problem.
That's after a while Rengoku will turn up. You know. Morning.
Yes, it is.
So who is this person sat with you?
This is the beautiful CL.
You will have seen her in passing. She's a member of the syndicate. She's just more often than not elsewhere. She operates solo.
Can we help you at all?
Oh, actually, I do believe that your companion Shadow left a debt and said that you would pay it.
To be fair, he did.
Is that he's just kind of
Summative of 3 gold.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Are you sure?
Because I remember.
I thought it was 4.
No.
Because wasn't there that other drink?
No, it was definitely 3. I had settled for the other.
Right.
he'll just kind of look and go.
Payable whenever you like.
He's just going to kind of throw it and go, that's all, be gone.
Please, we are friends.
Okay.
I'm settling a debt, that's all. She takes the coins and puts it into the pouch in front of her. And puts the pouch in her bag. And she nods and goes, well, now that business is settled, I intend to, obviously, Sam's rallied the troops and all, so I'm here to help.
Interesting to see you at work.
I think that our styles might be a little bit different.
I suspect so.
He'll bring it up and just sit down. Nothing anyway. Not like free gold to matter.
Has she walked off at this point?
She kind of, is, quite right. But it's important that we settle our debts, eh?
Not to sound like a minor royal, but what is it that you do?
What is it that I do?
Yes. Because I blow things up.
She's obviously a debt collector.
She kind of stands up. So she's got a long leather jacket, big, like leather boots, vaguely piratey, cutlass, you know.
Does she buckle swashes by any
She
chance?
does indeed buckle swashes. I said that sentence exactly like that. Not the other night. I was saying, I'm going to buckle some swashes.
As you do.
And then
Yes.
swash and buckles.
Indeed, then swash them. But she steps back from the table and like flips a gold coin up into the air, and without seeing her move, suddenly her sword is out and it is balanced on the tip.
Impressive.
Nice.
And she
In fact,
kind
you
of-
can do that, Magnus.
at which point,
No, I just kill it.
At which point she kind of flourishes the sword in some way that causes the sword to drop out and the flat to catch the coin, at which point she flicks it up and catches it in the coin count.
I bet you 3 gold that I can do that. Hold on 2
No.
seconds, let me have a conference. Zira, are you awake?
Always.
If I was to throw a coin in the air, do you think you could catch it?
Probably not.
Never mind, forget it.
She kind of looks at you and goes, I won't chase you for the gold. And
As we never agreed on the bet, so...
indeed. Anyway, I'll leave you to your morning breakfast. Your breakfast. I go and speak with Graham. He actually owes me some money.
Let me
Would
guess,
that be
free
for
gold?
Shadow's debt?
I don't think Graham knew Shadow.
So, once she's gone, I say, Rengoku,
What?
just something I want to check with you. When was the last time that you smiled? Because please don't take this the wrong way, but life's hard enough as it is. But you do not seem a bit of a miserable git lately.
Yes, I was going to
I
say...
mean, I know the whole thing with Sam being your patron, now he's baby Sam, and he's not really supporting, and it's a bit of a mess, and it must be a hard, difficult situation, but yeah, you're coming across as a right miserable git. Do we need to go and have a bit?
When the time for smiles arises, you'll see it then. But at the moment, we're not at a point where we should be smiling. And if you are, you're just...
Smiles should be all the time, mate. They really should. The spice of life is living.
At this point, Rook sits down.
I would ask you, Rook, when was the last time you smiled, but I think that might be rude.
Rook kind of looks at you and go, like when you're talking about smiling, how it's everyone should be smiling all the time. Rook kind of looks at you and goes, people think my smile is weird.
How do you mean?
Nice one.
Whose voice does he say it in?
It sounds like a hodgepodge. Weird is another voice. I didn't do it then because I didn't think to. But weird is another voice, and people think is another voice. My smile, a third.
What do you mean?
So he's got a beak for a mouth, and he smiles, and that is just him going. Beak just falls open, and
I bet you're smiling on the inside though, especially with that one.
but he's like this. Closes his beak. I smile. And does it
It's
again.
beautiful, beautiful, Rook.
Rengoku, I'm going to give you something that when you feel bad, just take it out of your pocket, give it a rub, and it'll make you feel better. And I pass him a gold coin, which I have imbued with the message, cheer up, you miserable bastard.
At this point, he's going to hold it, rub it. It repeats the
In
message.
Malcador's voice, what you hear is, cheer up, you miserable bastard.
There's going to be a slow turn towards Malcador.
See, it makes you feel better.
Do you know what would make me feel better right now?
Give the coin a rub.
Shoving this down your throat.
I mean, it doesn't mean to be ungrateful. I'll have it back if you don't want it. I mean, you're proving my point slightly.
I would like to stress for everybody at home. Harry in the booth is a massive fan of Rook, loves him to pieces, and I've just seen a message pop up over the top of our little divider to keep the sound nice and muffled that said, "I love Rook. If you kill him, what was the end?
I
Sorry.
will end you.
Yeah.
I will end you.
End you.
So I am under threat of death to never let Rook die, and I have to say I love him, but there's no promises.
If we can get some votes in the chat, hashtag Rook lives, hashtag Rook dies. Come on, guys.
No, Rook lives for the end.
I don't know,
That's
but
it.
what
He
if
lives.
the story determines Rook has to die?
Hold on.
Then
Hold
I'm
on.
leaving.
Slash poll. Let's
Yes,
do this
please
properly.
do it properly. Let's get our first one.
Let's get a proper poll going. Come on. Then.
Slash.
Oh, we've had a hashtag Rook lives.
Poll.
I would just like to point out.
Fuck.
I would just like to point out, as Adrian, that if we do
We not heard
interview,
this week.
several of us have been DMs before, and we can just take over.
Yeah.
So just let you know.
But anyway,
Rook exists.
Rengoku's just going to turn.
We will set the
Go.
website on fire. Do not hurt the sweet bird.
Can we?
Someone called Magos Highlands Raw.
I don't
Alright.
know.
Continuing. Rengoku's just going to look and go.
Rook reaches 0 HP.
Can we just? Where is
Oh, bless
Dusk
him.
and Rhi-koo?
Sorry.
Can we just get on with the day, please? Like, now is not the time for joking and stupid coin messages and such. We are at a point where we could be fighting for our lives, and some of us could potentially die
I agree.
if this goes south.
Just
I
not.
totally agree. Which means it's more important that we enjoy what time we have left, in case it
I
really
agree.
is.
The last time I enjoyed myself, I lost my two closest friends. Let's just say.
It's a good job none of us are your close friends then.
At which point, Graham.
I think you'll try not to laugh, sorry.
Graham basically comes up behind you guys while you're having this very serious discussion and goes, "Who's ready to crack some skulls?
Hell yeah.
I want to see what you lot are made of."
Cool. If you want to see what we're made of, might I suggest a little bit of sport? You know, No weapons, bare fists, me versus Malcador.
What?
It's, oh, no. That's real competition.
I'm happy to go with bare fists as long as I can also use flasks.
No. Now, there's no need for infighting. That was two different voices at once. That was
At this point, he's just trying to say, where is Sam? I wish to start discussing what the plan is with him.
he is making ready for battle. Again, I've slipped into another voice. That's Rook. Sure,
Okay.
that's Rook. Rook is mimicking Sam. He's making ready for battle.
Where?
In his room.
I'm gonna go up there and just walk away.
I'll return for my run now. Where are your showers? Because I'm drenched.
Gosh, it's warm out there.
Where's your showers? And can I have a poppy seed bagel for breakfast with some cream cheese? Stop sniffing me, you idiot. It's fucking weird.
The baths are in the back room.
In the back room.
I don't know who that is. Sure, that's Rook again. Fuck it. I'm stuck on
Is Rook
Sam's
about to erect him to a dust bath?
There's the baths are on the ground floor, and they are available to all patrons that have a room. And you do, however, they are, you notice, located directly beneath Pyra's room. You can see a hole in the ceiling. There's no damage to the baths, but you could just go, huh, there's a hole on there. And Rook goes, that's new.
Not a decent plug right there. Or sink.
Yeah. Like, pirate catches staring up that way.
They're not sure whose room it is. Just goes upstairs, that.
Yeah.
So you're going to seek out Sam. You find Sam in the quarters that he is renting, and he is, as you walk, would you knock or?
I would.
Yeah. So he says, come in.
Just me.
No.
So, what's the plan? Better be a good one.
The plan is that I will put quite a little bit of effort. So when you walk in, firstly, I should have said, he hasn't got a shirt on. He's like looking at some armor on a dummy, and he's kind of like unstrapping it and taking it off to put it on himself. And as he's putting it on, he's strapping it up. But you can see his back is covered in scars. And he's putting the armor on. Well, the plan is I'll be obscuring most of the syndicate so that they are, let's say, more difficult for our foe to notice. This is something you hear in your mind. And he goes, so aloud. So the plan is that we will, the six of us, head down there and hope that they are not going to betray us.
Might I suggest you wear the red one underneath that set of armor? You know, make sure you're better prepared. Just start making comments, and in his head would be let's hope he doesn't take that as an insult.
We're not here, there are we?
No.
So it's a lot of the conversation will kind of happen. It's like, yes, this, and oh wait, maybe take that sword, make you look more regal in the attire and stuff. But in the inside, it's the
tactical
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. After a little bit of a back and forth, he says, for this parley, I will be needing my sword.
In the head, your head. As long as you allow me to take it if things go sour.
Oh, of course.
And then you'll just hear a little bit. Remember in Rengoku seeing the image of Sam stabbing this particular person, didn't he?
Mhm.
Would he have recognised that the crater resembles roughly where that it happened and stuff?
It does remind it reminds you of the location. Yeah.
In
It's
his
not
head, he's just
identical,
gonna hear,
but it's close.
in his head, he's just going to hear it. Is she coming with us?
Yes, all members of the syndicate.
Perhaps it's best she stays away from the front.
No, I believe it's important that we present a united front, and especially, I would rather have her here, or rather have her with us, because she is quite adept at healing.
Let's hope she's not.
Of course.
Very well. Oh, yes. Here you go. This just adds perfectly to the rest of it. I'll go inform the others that they are to get ready. Oh, and Malcador may have let slip that people can see in her room potentially. You might want to get the floor fixed.
How would Rengoku know that? I don't know.
I don't know. I think maybe potentially if he mentioned it.
No, probably not. He probably wouldn't know to tell him. So he holds out his hand for the sword and slots the dagger into it. Right. Sheaths it. Rolls his head in his neck, and once more onto the breach.
Dear friends.
Indeed. Notably, he leaves that part out.
After my shower, can I go and try and find Dusk?
You certainly
Yeah.
I'm not going to be hiding. I'm just, giving a bit of thanks and making an offering so that we go into war well prepared.
So,
Isaac,
yes.
for the benefit of the party,
Yes.
the poll results are in.
Okay.
70% live, sweet bird, live. 30% death to the feathery.
Now, is that them vote? I mean, it doesn't specifically say a name, so they could be voting on the fact that Rhi-koo can't die.
It is for Rook specifically.
Yes.
So,
So
don't know,
70-30 split, 70% of people
I can't
want
believe
Rook
there's
to live.
30% of our viewers that are that mean.
That was
Yeah.
probably Adrian.
I wonder who.
I've actually
Who,
just scrolled back
30%
through the
want?
messages and I can't actually see the option to vote.
It's gone.
There was 10 votes in total, so 3 people voted for Rook to die.
Little do they know, they're probably making him want to kill him more.
I do understand that this voting system was rigged and the cost of their subscription just doubled.
Little did they know.
so whilst you're making offerings,
Yeah.
you're reaching out, and when you are doing so, can I have a religion check? Sorry.
Right, I'm just moving bits of things. Sorry, it was on the book again. 11. No. 8.
Certainly. With an 8, you are. So, looking at it, you are. As you're looking, doing through the rites and everything, you remember them fine.
Yeah.
But it feels like something's wrong. It feels like
Okay.
there's wherever you would commune with your god before, it would feel like you are broadcasting. It would feel like there is an amount of energy going out. This feels like you are dead on the air. It feels like there is nothing.
Nothing there. Interference back.
Absent interference. But
Nonetheless, I'll finish the rite.
as you finish the rite, can I have another religion check at advantage?
Well, that's a nat 20. Do I throw again?
No, that's fine. You can keep that 20.
Thank you. Plus
so-
2.
Of course, the +2.
Vital.
So the with an at 20, as you're finishing the rite, you feel a glimmer a small touch of the connection that you once felt. And you hear a whispered voice at the very edges of your mind. Weak. So weak.
Thinking about what to do. I think I'm going to tell Rhi-koo.
So, coincidentally.
Yeah.
Are you just up in your bedroom?
Yeah, I'm in my room. I've just finished an offering. And I, for the longest time I could feel nothing, and just at the very end I believe I felt the connection and heard the voice I associate with Cannonball saying weak, so weak, response to my offering. Oh, the usual. 6 chickens decapitated.
No, it would probably be more likely that it's like a small bushel of it, like a bushel of grain or something, or incense or something, basically burning something.
It's yeah, that's really not a consequence. No chickens were damaged. That was just me being flippant.
No chickens.
There were turkeys.
Yeah, but I do believe that he wasn't saying to me that I'm weak. He was saying he is weak, and it was like there was something between us. So I wonder if there's something out there that's actually interfering with my ability to make devotions and to be in contact with the God.
I guess if this world has now been broken up into bubbles and there's nothing in between, that could be hampering.
Yeah, I guess
He
so.
could be in one bubble or one plane, and the way the world is now affecting how he talk to you or affect you, or
it doesn't feel normal. It feels as though there's a strain on connection, and I think it makes me feel a little ungrounded, uneasy.
okay. Because what I was coming up here to talk to you. Well, first of all, do you want the bagel?
Absolutely, I'll have the
First
bagel.
things first.
Yeah,
first things
let's
first.
address the
A little bit
seeded
of breakfast.
bagel.
Say by this point
Yeah.
it's gone cold.
It's a bagel with cream cheese.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
matter.
gone warm then.
But yeah, I was just going to come up and obviously Cannonball has bestowed me with some powers to seek revenge, but I don't know too much about him.
Okay.
I just wanted to maybe know more about this god that has helped me before we go into a meeting with two people that are demi-goddish. And so I was...
Clearly, we don't have much time now, and obviously I'm a little phased by the the weakness of the connection that I've just experienced. So I would just say to you, trust in his power.
Bless you, Harry.
Trust that in combat he would not falter. And if you are blessed, which I believe you are, by him, then you will have more resource to call upon than you believe at the moment. We can talk later
Just
if we survive.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
But you're saying your connection feels weaker. Have you tested your powers to see?
Well,
Have you got anything?
No, I don't seem to be lacking in any of my sort of abilities.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it's the business of being able to interact, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that seems weakened. It's almost as like there's something in the way.
Yeah. Hopefully, if we can get a
Or
deal.
someone in the way, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, those
there's something
entities.
else going on.
Roll an insight check for it.
Insight.
Yes.
That's 21.
And 18.
So you are both distinctly aware, well, you are distinctly aware that the feeling
Mm-hmm.
was akin to how Rhi-koo described the presence of the things from beyond.
Ah, okay.
It felt like when you were speaking out into this dead air, it felt like static. Felt
Okay,
like
white noise.
white noise rather than
Okay.
something else.
Interesting. I think we just go forward in faith. And what's that great saying? I can't remember the actual quotation, but basically, if you step out in faith, then your trust is rewarded. So that's all I can advise, and it's certainly what I intend to do.
Well, I'll be by your side and
Thank you.
obviously help you out.
Thank you. I think once this is over, then we'll talk, and hopefully the static will diminish.
But
With fangs, please, no.
And a little bit.
I can almost imagine you replying back going,
so by this point, it's probably about 10 in the morning. 2 hours to get there, which is easily enough time. Sam will basically have, once he is ready, he will have gathered everyone in the tavern, and he will kind of rub his hands together and then hold them up. And the members of the syndicate, other than yourselves, are now invisible.
Mm.
You hear Rook go, "That's new."
Magnus is going to look at Sam and think in his head, "You hear me?
Always.
Good." So, and this is all in his head.
Mm-hmm. Though it should be known that so can everybody else.
That's fine. If the patrician can see you at all times,
Yeah.
then he just saw you make everybody invisible, and therefore it's going to be pretty damn obvious that there's not just going to be the six of us there.
Yes.
So, from his perspective, it's one of two things. Either bring a bigger army, or just don't turn up because you can't be trusted.
Very good point. If only I had some way of seeing into his preparations and knowing how to match them exactly.
So is that what you're doing? You're matching him, or are you just not trusting him and just going with it?
There is,
I just want to know, because otherwise
I believe the cycle of
we're
cause and
risking our
effect,
lives.
the cycle of cause and effect of who is matching who, has led us both into this position.
In Sam's head, he'll just hear.
Hmm.
Perhaps I am flippant. Perhaps I am careless. But what matters is that I am confident. And confidence is sometimes the difference. So, are we ready?
Yeah.
Malcador nodded his head and very loudly go, yes!
We have no choice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
So, out into the city streets. So it's bustling, lots of people. Seems to be quite a lot of people out and about. It seems to be a market day. And Sam is kind of not weaving, but kind of, he's almost slithering through the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to know exactly where the crowd will open and where to step ahead of time. And he is basically trusting all of you to follow him. It's not difficult to keep track of him. You know, he's quite a gaudy fella.
Especially with them.
Yes. It is leather, but regardless. So, as you're moving through the city streets, can I have a perception check for everybody, please?
10.
And that one.
9. 7.
Rengoku's a bit deep in thought, thinking something's going to go bad.
Okay.
I suspect I'm just bouncing off of everybody else. Tell the body.
9.
What was the highest result?
Mine was 9.
Yeah, 9.
So was mine.
Wow, we all rolled 9s.
No, hang on, what was it?
Perception.
Perception.
No, mine was... I can't remember because I've moved the dice.
That's fine. We'll treat it as a 9.
Yeah, it was around that. It wasn't a lot.
So, you are distinctly aware that the mutterings among the people that you're moving past is, did you hear? Did you hear? The patrician's out of the palace. He's out and about. He's moving through the city. He's got armed guards with him and everything. It must be him.
I ask one of the. Do you know what street he's on?
So, well, not now, but obviously through the palace district to begin with. But don't know where he's gone now. Loads of people are following him. But, you know, cheering and all. What with him solving the food crisis.
Sorry, what?
Was he surrounded by guards, or was it just him on his own?
Still my idea.
It was surrounded by guards. He was surrounded by guards. There was this one really big guy with blonde hair.
And how many guards?
This poor peasant. What's this peasant done to you?
You're back in your place.
Serfdom.
Mathematics isn't for the commoners.
How dare you count to Mark? You don't know what you're paying.
He could count to 5, but then I chopped one of his fingers off. Now he can only count to 4.
So, the commoner in question kind of looks at you and goes, 12.
Insight to know.
Doesn't seem like he's lying. If he's misinformed, he doesn't know it. So. Anyway, sorry, I've got to go, mister. So yeah.
Bagel?
Have a bagel on your
Pocket
way.
bagels. Every.
You realise that you shouldn't shouldn't give bread. Not good for them.
So I love this image of this Aarakocra paladin, quite intimidating, full armour, sword, like, and just goes, bagel. Some random guy.
Bagel stars.
I mean, it's better than just
Bagels all over
seed.
the place.
It's just
Yeah.
like a pouch.
Just bird seed.
Birdseed bagels.
After about an hour traversing the city, you find the gate out to where you were aiming to go is open ahead of you. This is abnormal. The guards, who you recognise.
Hello again.
Oh, not
Has he got a proper spear now? then?
Yeah, he's got a proper spear.
Yeah.
Um,
Good on him.
And he kind of goes, alright, you want to go through? There's Tom over there.
What's that behind you?
I'm not falling for that one again.
Yeah. You're learning. Unfortunately, there is something behind you.
Does he have any like cuts or anything on him? People thought it was.
Hang on. He only got one leg.
The older guard, who is currently propped up on his spear, kind of like.
He's got cuts.
Wake up!
No, go for it.
Only the best. I feel safe to sleep in my bed at night.
True. The best of the best.
Yes,
To be fair.
absolutely.
To be fair, when you look out what's beyond here,
The battle.
what the hell are they actually guarding against?
Still, it's always good to be in good habits and all of that.
I just don't understand why anybody bothers employing them.
I take a gold coin out of my pocket and I imbue a message into it. And I flick it up to the young guard and go, give that to your colleague. In fact, no, don't give it to your colleague, keep it. And every time he falls asleep, rub it and it will wake him up. Wake up, you lazy bastard!
He does not stir.
Keep doing it until he wakes up.
So,
And you owe me 2 gold pieces for that. I'll collect on my way back.
And me.
I only make 5 copper an hour.
That'll do. You can pay me in instalments.
4 copper every time you get paid.
Fuck. So,
Student debt.
that's it.
He would have been well into his 30s.
So, at that point you are free of the city. The crowds are obviously. You see a person every now and then. These roads. But you notice on the. Can I have a nature check? So liberal with information. I was sat there like just going to tell you. Do a skill check.
Come on, guys, this is what I'm good at.
9. Again.
12.
5.
Still
Eight.
confident dice.
That's an 11 with a plus
Oh.
6.
12?
12. Okay, so 12.
Passable.
When you're looking, so as you're walking out onto the now dirt tracks, you can see quite heavily armoured footprints.
He's gone.
Are they appearing just ahead of us?
It would appear that they are on the path you're taking.
Is it, what I mean though is,
Recent.
are they physically appearing right
No, no.
as the...
No,
oh, no.
they are.
Okay. So it's not all the invisible soldiers with...
So,
Now there's a good point actually. If he's gone out before us with horse, I'm presuming if he's concealing something, they would still leave footprints,
They would
even
indeed.
if they are invisible. So we should investigate.
I'm happy to allow an investigation check.
Okay?
Investigation or survival?
I'll take either.
I'll do survival.
I will also do survival.
Rengoku's not even going
For me it's exactly the same.
15.
17 for me.
Yeah, 15, 17.
Go on, yes.
6.
Nah.
1.
9. The
Change
number I've
dice.
rolled, I just did.
That's a human foot, that is.
I think today everything is just 9.
So,
Your dice are telling you
15 and
nine.
17.
17. So with a 17, you are distinctly aware that the... for what check was it?
It was
Survival.
looking at the
Yeah, for survival only.
Yeah.
So with a survival check, you are aware that the footprints appear to be equivalent to. It looks like roughly 12. Identify 12 individual.
So it does look like we're matched. We'd know if there was like 20.
Yes,
or
you would know.
25.
It's roughly 12. You can't place it.
And they're all as heavily armoured, or some have
Those,
some
the
lighter?
12 that you can identify are the heavily
Are
armoured.
heavily armoured. Cool.
And off the top of our head, how many were with Sam? Were they?
Syndicate.
Yeah.
Well, it's you 5,
Mhm.
Rook, Graham, Pyra,
Oh, well, then
CL.
CL, Z,
Mhm.
and Sam himself, which makes 6. There is 11 of you,
Mhm.
and roughly 12
Okay.
of them.
I was hoping there was a lot more in the syndicate that we didn't know about.
Oh well.
It's fine.
As long as they don't turn out to be those super strong ones we came across in the warehouse, we'll be fine.
Well, Sam knows that if he engages the patrician, there's going to be a massive magical cataclysm. And I'm sure that wouldn't happen.
And yet they
We
still
are-
both
We're
turn up with
going-
armies.
We're
Hmm.
going
Hmm.
to talk.
Yes, it's a parlay,
Yes.
which I
We're-
believe is
we're
Not
going-
a party.
Yeah, but we're going to talk with big armies.
that's how
As is
nobles
the best way.
negotiate.
No,
Big
12
armies, there's
people
12
is
on
not
12.
it's not a big army.
It's not big armies.
just
It's
Big enough for the two of them to get in a fight and set up a cataclysm that they don't want to do, which is why they never meet with loads of army.
we
Hang on
just
a
need to
minute.
we just need
as
to
long as they don't cross the streams.
we just need to help
Take a
to
D4.
get them to talk.
Yep. The ultimate thing is the people need to be fed, and we need to fix this
Mhm.
damn bubble island thing.
Linton.
I've been thinking, right?
It's a dangerous habit.
Thought I could
It
smell
is.
burning.
No, that's just you.
I suppose that is me, yes.
And well, the thing is, we had the conversation about us going back to our own time, and call me there anyway. So yeah, all of us weren't sure. And I'm still not sure, but still miss our Dantalon.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
But you want to
'Cause the thing
potentially
is, though-
monopolise your invention and make loads of money.
That's why I don't miss old Dantalon. There's money to be made here.
But that's the thing, you know, it's kind of like I was somebody back there.
I was nobody back
You know,
there.
I wouldn't exactly call them friends, but people knew who I was. Here, they won't. That's it, you know.
No, it's
But-
not, there's nothing wrong
So-
with that.
Are you for going back, or are you staying
I don't
there?
know. That's what I was just saying. I thought, while we're on the walk, why don't we discuss it? And I was just wondering, you know, what are everybody else's thoughts? I mean, obviously you want to make money here,
Stay here.
and well, for you, I don't exactly know your thoughts, but
I
future Sam seems to be more powerful.
My
for you.
thoughts are nobody seemed to know who you. You kept
No, thoughts
not in
about
your
you.
circles.
You kept calling people Steve, Bob, Dave, and they were like,
Oh, I'm just
who are
rubbish with
you?
names. I'm just rubbish with names. Everybody's Steve, Dave, and Bob. I mean, like you.
I'm for returning. We don't belong here. And if I have to drag this one through a portal to take him back to a place he doesn't like, so be it. We aren't ruining and.
I will fight you. And I will
Do you know-
lose, but I will fight nonetheless.
Malcador, throw the first punch.
No.
I dare you.
At which point Sam...
Please tell me at this point you just
Kind-
punch him.
No, Sam kind of goes, no infighting, we've already got enough problems on our plate.
He started it.
So what about you, Dusk, then? Are you
I
happy
guess-
here, or would you prefer to be back there?
Well, I had to leave my temple, so I'm kind of just travelling because I'm homeless. You and I were travelling together. I don't speak to you. But for me, I'm purposeless now. served in that time.
So I suppose for you,
A place where I don't
in either
belong.
time or place, as long as you can get all this sorted that's going on and get back in touch with your god, Envor, is it?
Colombo.
If you can get back in touch with him, then I suppose in either place, but probably easier here,
It
you
just
can start your own
depends.
temple,
Yeah, I'm not
your own
really,
branch.
not really in the business of seeking power or authority. I just,
Oh, it was
I'm
more
in
about
search of
teaching.
I'm just in search of a
Maybe that's it.
purpose.
Chris,
Home.
your angle on.
Maybe,
You
but
never know.
I don't know. And like I said to travelling partner earlier, step forward in faith. I hope that of the path that's laid for us is the one that we find.
Yeah. I suppose for you, Rhi-koo, I suppose in a way it'd be nice to set things right. Well, you were saying previously that something attacked your town and you weren't able to stop them.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice if you're able to go back and straighten things out.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go.
Exactly. That's what I'm just saying. You obviously want to go back.
Am I the only person who wants to stay there?
I think so.
No,
I just don't
I'm
know.
ambivalent.
Because I suppose here I can make a reputation for myself. But those who mattered knew. I don't know. I just don't feel. I don't know. Maybe it's with everything else going on. I just don't feel comfortable here.
Are we
Not
there
right.
yet?
It's just wrong.
Whilst you're talking about it, Graham kind of like
Chips in.
from the side, from the invisible voice of Graham.
There's this invisible voice in my head.
No.
Oh.
Graham's kind of goes, God, you are half a pretentious lizard. And we are going to go to our second break there.
Pretentious lizard.
Thank you very much for joining us for part 2. We'll be back shortly. Bye-bye.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back soon.